Good morning students. This is 12th standard botany video class, video 11. In this video, we are going to continue the lesson chromosomal basis of inheritance. Dear students, last video class we have seen two types of mutation. One is the gene mutation, another one is the chromosomal mutation. Gene mutation is divided into different types: deletion, addition, substitution. The substitution is again divided into different forms, that is synonymous, non-synonymous, and nonsense, and frame shift mutation. Some of the external factors also inducing the mutation, named physical mutagen and chemical mutagen, both of them which are showing advantages and disadvantages. Another type of mutagen is known as commutagen. Then chromosomal mutation. Changes occur in the number and structure of chromosome is known as chromosomal mutation. And we have seen changes in chromosome number divided into two types. It is otherwise known as ploidy. Ploidy divided into aneuploidy and euploidy. Aneuploidy divided into two types, hyperploidy and hypoploidy. Then hyperploidy, which means addition of one or more two sets of chromosome with a diploid set in an organism, is known as hyperploidy. It's again divided into trisomy, double trisomy, tetrasomy, double tetrasomy, and pentasomy. Another one, hypoploidy, one or more set of chromosome is deleted from the diploid set, is known as hypoploidy. This is also again divided into different types: monosomy, double monosomy, nullisomy, and double nullisomy. Then we have seen another type of ploidy, that is euploidy, which is divided into different types: haploidy, diploidy, and polyploidy. Haploidy again divided into monoploidy. Polyploidy divided into autopolyploidy and allopolyploidy. Autopolyploidy again divided into autotriploid and autotetraploid. So up to this only we have seen in the previous video class. Allopolyploidy, we have seen two examples. One is the Raphanobrassica. Another one is the triticale. Triticale is named as first man-made cereal, which are crossed with tetraploidy and diploidy. Triticum durum showing the tetraploidy crossed with cecal cereal diploid. But in the F1 hybrids are sterile because due to the lack of chromosomal number. By the application of chemical treatment, that is colchicine, they are showing the hexaploidy. That means 6. Tetra, that means 4, plus diploidy 2, 4 plus 2, 6. That is said to be hexaploidy. So this is the first man-made cereal, triticale, best example of allopolyploidy. So after this only we have seen in the previous video class. Today in this video we are going to see the significance of ploidy and the next type of chromosomal mutation, that is structural changes in chromosomal aberration. Dear students, this is the example 1, allopolyploidy, we have seen in the previous video class. Raphanus and Brassica, which have produced the Raphanobrassico. The scientists expected that the root of radish and the leaves like cabbage, but the result was vice versa. That means leaves of radish and a root of cabbage is appeared. So the scientist Karpatchenko was disappointed. Another one is the triticale, that is crossed with Triticum durum and Sickle cereal. So the expected result was appeared, so that the triticale is named as first man-made cereal or artificial cereal. Dear students, this is the Triticum durum, tetraploidy, that is 4x in number, Sickle cereal diploid. So 4 plus 2, we have to get hexaploidy in the F1 generation, but due to the lack of chromosomal number, the F1 hybrids are sterile, showing triploidy only. By the application of colchicine, they are produce the hexaploidy number of chromosomes. So this experiment was successfully proved that the first man-made cereal named triticale. So this one only we have seen in the previous video class. Next, we are going to see significance of ploidy. Dear students, significance of ploidy is the important 3-mark and 5-mark question. The organism which is produced by polyploidy method, which are showing vigorous, that means large amount of crops, and also those crops are very much adapted to the different kinds of environmental situation than the diploid set of organism. Next one, many ornamental plants are produced with the help of polyploidy methods, that is autotetraploid, which are showing the larger size of a flower, and the duration of flower is also very long than the diploid set of organism. So they are producing large flower, and the duration, that is lifespan, is also longer period than the diploid set of organism. Next one, autopolyploid increase the fresh weight of water content in the plant body. When compared to the diploid set, autopolyploidy increase the fresh water content in an organism. Another one, aneuploidy, is very much useful to produce the phenotypic effect, which is different from the diploid organism. This phenotypic effect was taken place due to loss or gain of different chromosomes. So with the help of aneuploidy, we can able to determine the phenotypic ratio with a different external feature by the loss or gain of chromosomal number. Next one, many angiosperm, the allopolyploidy method, play an important role in evolution of plants. With the help of this allopolyploidy method, we can able to identify the evolutionary sequence of an organism. In most of the angiospermic plant, which are showing the allopolyploidy method, shows evolutionary sequence between the plants or among the group of population. So these are all the different significance of ploidy. It's very, very important 5-mark question. Dear students, in the previous page we have seen man-made cereal, that is triticale, which are producing hexaploidy by the application of chemical treatment known as colchicine, which are doubling the chromosome number. That colchicine is an alkaloid extracted from the calm means karnakiழங்கு variety அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Calms of Colchicum autumnale, Colchicum autumnale. This colchicine applied to the low concentration to the growing tip of the plants it produces polyploidy. At the same time, this colchicine does not affect the source plant. What is the source plant? Colchicum. Due to the anti-colchicine which is produced in the colchicum plant. So, this colchicine which are showing the advantage in the plant breeding method to induce polyploidy mutation in plants to produce different variety of newly formed organism. Dear students, up to this we have seen changes in chromosomal number or ploidy and its type and the significance of ploidy. And also important one is first man-made cereal, artificial cereal which is produced in the laboratory known as triticale. Now we are move on to the next type of chromosomal mutation, that is structural change in chromosome or structural chromosomal aberration. Dear students, the structure of the chromosome is changed due to the addition or deletion of chromosome, and also this addition or deletion chromosome which leads to the changing in the structure of chromosome or rearrangement of genes is known as structural chromosomal aberration. That means deletion or addition of a chromosome which cause rearrangement of gene and make the changes in the structure of an organism. That is said to be structural changes in chromosome. So this structural chromosome occur due to the ionizing radiation or chemical compound. So dear students, we have studied radiation process, the electromagnetic spectrum which are showing high energy, that means visible capacity, then the visible spectrum divided into ionizing radiation and a non-ionizing radiation. So that ionizing radiation is responsible for the structural chromosomal aberration. On the basis of breakage, that means deletion and reunion of the chromosomes, they are showing the structural modification. Normally, the chromosome which contains certain arrangement of genes in particular loci, the location of the gene which is alternate, that is said to be breakage, or sometimes it may be united or joined together, that is said to be reunion, which cause the chromosomal aberration. So this chromosomal aberration in structure divided into two categories. One is changes in the number of the gene loci. That means the place of the gene which is modified or changed is known as changes in the number of the gene loci. It is again divided into two types. One is the deletion. Totally, the loci of the gene is deleted or deficiency. Another one, it will be duplicated, that means doubled or repeated. That is the another type, duplication or repeat. Dear students, see the diagram which are showing the deletion of a gene loci. See the center diagram. This is the chromosome which are having the two arms. In these two arms, they are having different genes. That is 5 genes, A, B, C, D and E. Then another arms which are having F, G, H and I. So this is the normal chromosome. In this normal chromosome, the colored gene loci, that is A and D, which is deleted, So the modified chromosome of deletion segment is without A and D. So D is located there, only one is deleted. There is a terminal, one of the gene loci is deleted. Because they have taken two examples of gene. One is A, located in the tip, that is said to be terminal. Then D is the middle one. So they have taken two of them. First A is deleted, means that type of deletion segment is known as terminal deletion. That means tip of the gene segment only deleted. Now coming to the third diagram, the middle portion of the gene segment D is deleted. That is said to be intercalary. Intercalary means middle or between. So these are all the two types of deletion, terminal deletion and intercalary deletion. Terminal means tip of the gene segment is deleted. Intercalary means middle segment of the gene is deleted. So whatever may be one or two gene loci is deleted or removed due to deficiency is known as deletion chromosomal aberration. So that is said to be changes in the number of gene loci. So this is the deletion one. The next type is changes in the arrangement of gene loci. Dear students, the structural chromosomal aberration divided into two types. One is change in the number of gene loci, that means place of a gene. We have seen with the diagram, that is deletion, isn't it? Another type of the structural chromosomal aberration is changes in the arrangement of gene loci. That means how they are arranged. Normally, the genes are arranged in the chromosome in a linear order, straight line. So that arrangement which are showing certain changes means that is said to be arrangement of gene loci. This is again divided into two types. One is inversion and translocation. So these four are the different types of structural chromosomal aberration. One is deletion, duplication, inversion and translocation. So inversion means we are adding one or more gene segment. Translocation means we are displacing the position or a place of an gene. Dear students, first we are going to see deletion or deficiency. That one only we have seen in the previous diagram. A loss of a portion of a chromosome is known as deletion. That means one segment of a gene loci is deleted or loss is known as loss of a portion of chromosomes. So this loss of portion of a chromosome is taken place due to the breakage on chromosome. This breakage is taken place in two regions. One is the terminal, that is tip region. Another one is taken place in the middle region or intercalary position. So due to this place, it is divided into terminal deletion and intercalary deletion. So this loss of portion or a deletion is taken place due to the chemical substance, drugs and radioactive process. This deletion chromosomal aberration is observed in the Drosophila fruit fly and maize plant. Dear students, the two types of deletion chromosomal aberration. First one, terminal. That means the single break in any one end of the chromosome. It may be in the top position or at the bottom position. One segment of a gene is deleted. That is said to be terminal deletion or apex deletion. Another one, intercalary deletion or interstitial deletion. So it is caused by two breaks and reunion of terminal parts leaving the middle one. That is middle part of a gene which is deleted. Due to that, the breakage is taken place. And then finally, both the segments are reunited by leaving the middle segments. So that one only we have seen in the diagram. The gene loci of a D which is present in the middle position, that segment is deleted. So two parts of the chromosomes are separated or break. And finally both the segments are reunited by leaving the middle part gene is named D. That is said to be intercalary deletion. So these both the type of deletions which are occurred during mitotic cell division in Pachytene stage, and also some of the polytene chromosomes. Dear students, I will remember that polytene chromosomes you already studied in 11th standard, that is Lamb-Bruch chromosome and polytene chromosomes. These two are the giant chromosomes. So this one of the polytene chromosomes which are showing the terminal and intercalary deletion. At the time of deletion, an unpaired loop is formed in the normal chromosomal part at the time of chromosomal pairing. Such loops are called deficiency loop or deletion loop. These deficiency loops are seen in the meiotic prophase stage. This deletion, chromosomal aberration, which cause lethal, that means cause death in an organism. So this is said to be different types of deletion, chromosomal aberration in structure and their disadvantage. Next, we are going to see the another type, that is duplication or repeat type of chromosomal aberration. Duplication, that means a single chromosome gene which is repeated once again, that is known as duplication or repeat. The arrangement of the gene which is repeated in the same order more than once in the same chromosome segment is known as duplication or repeated chromosomal aberration. Dear students, see the diagram which are showing the duplication chromosomal aberration. So first one is the normal chromosome which are having different gene segments which are arranging in the linear order A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H and I, which are having two arms. One is the long arm, another one is the short arm. Here, the duplication is taken place in the next diagram. The segment B and C, which are once again repeated in the same arrangement of the chromosome, is known as tandem chromosomal duplication. Then in the next third diagram, the same segment of a gene B and C, which is dislocated in a different arrangement of order, that is C at the top and the B at the base. Then the last one, the entire segment of a gene B and C, which is dislocated to the another arm of the chromosomes, that is said to be displaced tandem. So based upon the arrangement of the gene in a same chromosome is known as duplication or repeated structural chromosomal aberration. Dear students, repeating of chromosomal segments in the arrangement of same chromosome is known as duplication. So due to duplication, some genes are present in more than 2 copies. This duplication is reported in the fruit fly Drosophila by the scientist Bridges in the year 1999. The other examples are maize plant and pea plant. So this duplication is divided into 3 types. We already seen in the previous diagram. Tandem duplication means the duplicated segments are located immediately after the normal segment of a gene of the chromosome in the same order is known as tandem duplication. That means they are duplicated and located in the same order after the normal gene segment of the chromosome. Next one, reverse tandem duplication. The duplication segment is located immediately after the normal segments, but the gene sequence order will be reversed in the opposite manner. We have seen C at the top and B at the base, but the duplication is taken place in the same arrangement after the normal gene B and C. Next one, displaced duplication. The duplication segment is located in the same chromosome but away from the normal segments. That means in between the 2 arms, the first arm gene B and C, which is dislocated in the another arm of the same chromosomes. So that is said to be away from the normal segments. This is said to be 3 types of duplication: tandem duplication, reverse tandem duplication, and displaced duplication. So this duplication plays an important role in the evolutionary sequence. With the help of this type of aberration, we can able to identify the phylogenetic relationship of an organism. So this duplication was observed by Bridges in Drosophila and some other plants named maize and pea plant. Dear students, in structural chromosomal aberration, 4 types we have seen in the previous pages. First 2 we have seen with the help of diagram, that is deletion and duplication. The third one is the inversion. That means the rearrangement of the orders of a gene in a chromosome by reversed by an angle 180 degree. That means the rearrangement of the order of a gene is taken place at 180 degree angle is known as inversion. So this inversion aberration taken place with the 2 processes. One is the breakage of chromosome segment and reunion of the segment. So this breakage and reunion taken place due to the rearrangement of gene in an angle 180 degree. So during this process, inversion process, neither gain or loss of a gene segment is rearranged. What will happen? Whether it may be adding or it may be deleted or a loss. That's why they are given gain or a loss. But the gene sequences is rearranged. Neither gain or nor loss. Gain or loss or but the gene sequences are, what is that one? Rearranged due to the break and reunion of the segments. This inversion is also first reported in the Drosophila by Sturtevant in the year 1926. This inversion divided into 2 types. One is the paracentric, another one is the pericentric. Write a short notes on inversion and explain its 2 types with the example is the important 5-mark question. First one, paracentric inversion. So the inversion, what is the inversion? The rearrangement of genes in the sequences taken place at an 180-degree angle is known as inversion. The paracentric taken place apart from the centromere. What is centromere? It is a oval shaped body which separates the two arms of the chromosome. Isn't it? So the inversion aberration is taken place apart from the centromere region. That is said to be paracentric. Dear students, see the diagram. This is the inversion process. First one, the normal chromosome with the gene arrangement A to I. In this first one, they have taken the sequence of 3 genes B, C and D. So these 3 gene sequences are rearranged in the same chromosome at an 180-degree angle. So the gene segment is also modified into D, C and B. So the gene segment with the sequence is also modified, rearranged. What is the rearranged segment? See the third diagram. A, D, C, B and remaining and all the same one. Here, the inversion which is taken place not in the centromere region. Which one is the centromere? The small line between the E and F. That is said to be the centromere region. So the inversion is taken place apart from the centromere region. That is said to be paracentric inversion. Another one is the pericentric inversion. This inversion process of a gene sequence is taken place in the centromere region. That is said to be pericentric inversion. See, this is the first one, normal gene. The centromere located between E and F. They have taken the 3 gene D, E, F. See, including the centromere part is also taken place for inversion, chromosomal aberration. Now, these 3 segments of a gene which is modified into F, E and D. The newly formed segments produced at the last page. So the inversion is taken place including the centromere region. So the newly formed chromosome gene sequences are A, B, C, F, E, D, G, H and I. So this is said to be the pericentric inversion. That means including centromere region, the inversion processes taken place. These two are the 2 types of inversion, paracentric and pericentric inversion. Dear students, see the pericentric inversion. The inversion taken place including centromere. So this inversion is also leads to the evolutionary relationship to form a new species like duplication process. Next one, the last type of structural chromosomal aberration, that is translocation. So the entire segment is translocated to the another pair of an homologous chromosome. Dear students, here the translocation, that means transfer of a segment of a chromosome, is taken place between the non-homologous chromosome. That is called translocation. Kindly mark the 2-mark question. What is translocation? The transfer of a segment of chromosome to a non-homologous chromosome is called translocation. Dear students, don't confuse that one. It is similar to the crossing over. Translocation is different from the crossing over, in which crossing over, the genetic materials are exchanged between the homologous chromosomes taken place, but the translocation occurs the interchange of chromosome segments between the non-homologous chromosome. Crossing over taken place, homologous chromosome. they are exchanging the genetic material, but here the segment of the chromosome only exchange between non-homologous chromosome is known as translocation. This translocation divided into three types: simple, shift and reciprocal translocation. Dear students, like inversion question, this translocation is also very important 5-mark question. What is translocation? Explain its type with the help of a diagram in detailed manner is the important 5-mark question. So what is translocation? A transfer of segment of chromosome to a non-homologous chromosome is called translocation. Underline the word. Transfer of a segment, not genetic material. Underline the word. Okay. First type, simple translocation. A single break is made in only one chromosome. That broken segment get attached to the one end of a non-homologous chromosomes. So small breakage taken place in one chromosome. That breaked segment is attached to the one end of the non-homologous chromosomes. It occurs very rarely in nature. Second one, shift translocation. The one segment of a chromosome is break, and the breaked segments are inserted interstitially in a non-homologous chromosomes. That means the breaked segment only we are inserted interstitially in a non-homologous chromosome. That is said to be shift translocation. Dear students, the third one is the reciprocal translocation. So this translocation involves mutual exchange of chromosomal segments between non-homologous chromosome. It is also known as illegitimate crossing over. This reciprocal translocation is again divided into two types. One is the heterozygous translocation and homozygous translocation. So both the segments are exchanged between the chromosome and non-homologous chromosome. So the mutual exchange is known as reciprocal translocation or illegitimate crossing over. Dear students, see that one. The reciprocal translocation is otherwise known as illegitimate crossing over. It is further divided into two types. One is homozygous translocation. That means both the chromosomes of two pairs are involved in the translocation. Normally, the chromosomes are arranged in pairs is known as homologous chromosomes. So both the homologous chromosomes are exchange their segments among themselves. That is known as homozygous translocation. And also the segments they are translocated are same. That is known as homozygous translocation. For example, the homologous chromosome having the segments RST, which is exchange the segments to the non-homologous chromosomes, is known as homozygous translocation. Another one, heterozygous translocation. Only one of the chromosome from each pair of the two homologous are involved in translocation. So both the chromosomes, they are involved in the translocation, but only one chromosome from each pair of the two homologous, they are involved in the translocation. That is said to be heterozygous. Out of these 4 chromosomes, 2 of them which are showing the original one, only the 2 chromosomes only showing the changed segments. that is said to be heterozygous. This translocation is also play a major role in formation of newly formed species. Dear students, see the diagram. The center diagram which are showing the normal chromosome. First one is the homologous. Another one yellow color is the non-homologous. Homologous chromosome having the gene segment A to I. Non-homologous which are having L to T. The color is also showing to identify the different pair of homologous chromosome. First one, heterozygous translocation. So heterozygous translocation means out of the pair of chromosomes, only one segment, that means one chromosome only, it's exchanging their chromosomal segment. See, the first two diagram, that is homologous chromosome, they have taken the gene segment R, S and T. Likewise, the non-homologous chromosome which are having the gene segment G, H and I. Okay, so here their structures are exchanged between the only one chromosomes. That is, RST is replaced in second chromosome. Then GHA is replaced in the fourth chromosomes. The first and the third chromosome which are remaining the original one. So only one chromosome only exchanging their segment. That is said to be heterozygous translocation. When you are coming to the homozygous translocation, two homologous chromosomes which are mutually exchanging their segments. For example, first pair RST and RST, second pair GHI and GHI. So first pair like GHI translocate to another pair of chromosomes, that is two chromosomes. Likewise, the RST gene segment is equally translocated to the first pair of a chromosome. So mutually they are exchanging their chromosomal segments. So the translocation is taken place in all the chromosomes, that is two pair of chromosomes. That condition is known as homozygous translocation. But when you are coming to the heterozygous, the segments which is taken place in only one type of a chromosome. This is said to be translocation under the types. Dear students, I hope have you all understood structural chromosomal aberration and the types with the example. After this, I conclude my video. Remaining, we will see in the next video class. God bless you. All the best, children.